Hi everyone, and welcome to day one of the highest highest challenge I've ever done. So I'm doing a 10-day challenge. This is day one of the Spiritual Connection Challenge. I'm really excited to be doing it. I've done it really low key. There isn't any stuff on my website, but if you do want to receive these videos, these 10 videos that will come out every day for the next 10 days between the 19th of November and the 28th of November, then go to my website, rachelscoltock.com. You'll find the link on my Facebook page and on this page, and sign up for the little green box that will pop up asking for your email address. If you're already signed up to my newsletter every week, then don't worry about it. You will be getting this in your inbox. If you don't want to sign up, then just make sure you've clicked like and follow and get notifications on my Facebook page, and then you can catch up with them later or catch up with them live if you're not here live. So because I'm very busy for the next 10 days, I'm running a program, the Energy Skills for Empaths program. I've got clients for sessions, I've got readings to do. There's quite a lot going on, so I can't promise that it's going to be exactly the same time every day, but I wanted to offer this anyway. It is a free program. You don't have to pay anything. So if you can't catch it live, don't worry, you can come in and watch it, the replay later, and I'll make sure that you know how to find that. So today, day one of the Spiritual Connection Challenge. First of all, I want to say to you, if you really enjoy it, if you think it's something that can help other people, then please share it. Share the video, maybe use hashtag Spiritual Connection Challenge on your Instagram and tag me, or on Facebook and tag me. And also pop in the comments on the actual live stream what you think of it, and why you might need it, and what is going on in your life at the moment that you need a boost of spiritual energy. So my intention for this 10 days is, one, because we're coming to the end of the year, and I'm hearing so many people say the year is over, there's no point doing anything else now. I haven't manifested what I wanted to manifest, or I haven't achieved much this year, or I didn't do what I wanted to do, or just this kind of defeatism about it coming closer to Christmas. And I want to say, look, we're in November. We've actually got a month and a half left till the end of the year, and that's a lot of time in your life, and you can achieve many things in the next 2 weeks, 10 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is to the end of the year, but also during this 10-day challenge. And I like a challenge because it gives us a focus, so that you're focusing every day on a spiritual subject, on a spiritual practice, on an intention, a insight or a spiritual guidance that you can use and incorporate in your day, and then start to build on that as we move through the challenge. So for me, it's about raising your vibration, and that really means letting go of the things that are lowering your vibration, making you feel negative, holding you back, keeping you stuck, keeping you in scarcity or fear. So we're raising your vibration, and what that really means is that we're letting go of the things that are holding you back, so that your emotional energy can lift to a higher place, your mental energy, your mindset can change, and you can start to transform your life from that place. When you're living in the centered space where you feel connected and guided by spirit, where you feel a connection to your angels and to your own soul, where you can tune into your intuitive guidance, that space is very precious and very powerful. And when you're in that space of being in your true power, your spiritual connection is so important, because you are being guided instead of coming from that place of ego and lower self. When we listen to our ego, our negative self, our fear and worries, we get guided on a path that isn't our true path. We start to find ourselves in what we might call bad luck, or negative things happening, or in a place of negative thought. And that's just a sign that you have gone off track, and you need to bring yourself back to center, connect with your true self, connect with your spirit, connect with a greater power, a higher power, and of course your angels, and start to let go of those things, those influences, energies, thoughts, behaviors that are creating the negativity for you, that are creating the fear. I can't see any comments there yet. So this is what this is all about for the next 10 days. I'm just going to give you 10, 15 minutes a day of this. So today's subject, which the angels gave me, and I have to tell you, this started to come through for me last week, and I was like, oh no, I've got so much to do. I've got so much to do. I don't know if I can do this. And they were like, yes, you can do this. You can do this. So this is very much angel driven. So the subject for today is call and invite the highest energy of all into your life today. And if you like, every day going forward, especially during this 10-day challenge. Oh, I'm seeing some love coming. Thank you. So calling on the highest energy of all means that you are only calling on divine energy to work with you, to be with you, to accompany you, to protect you, to guide you moving forward. So many people, hi Kelly, hi Lena, I'm just seeing people pop up. So many people talk and pray and lay out cards, meditate, and ask for guidance, but they don't actually specify who they're asking. And they don't make sure that what they're calling in for energy, for protection, for guidance, for help, is the highest energy of all, because there are many, many energies, many, many different types of energies that are unseen in our world. And this isn't to scare you. There's nothing to be afraid of. But when you're asking for guidance, when you are living your life and you want to consciously create a life that you love, you want to make sure that you're working with the best, highest frequency, most loving energies that are there to assist you. You don't want to be working with lower energies. You want to make sure that what you're hearing, the guidance that you're getting, is not coming from your ego or your lower self fear mind or someone else's lower self fear mind. And have you noticed that when you're in anxiety, if you're anxious about something or stressed about something, it's so much harder to make a decision? At the moment, I've been planning a trip with my sister. She's coming to see me. And we've been trying to get down the route and where we're going to stay. And oh my gosh, between us, but we've finally done it. But when you're in that anxiety and fear about things, that interferes with your divine connection, and it's so much harder for you to get the right guidance moving forward. So it's important to step out of your fear, and the only way to do that I know of is to center yourself using your breath, to sit quietly, even if it is for 2 minutes a day. I definitely suggest longer than that, but if you can only manage 2 to 5 minutes, or 5 to 10, or 15 minutes a day, please take that time to just do it and tune in. When you call on divine energy, God, the light, creator spirit, divine spirit, whatever your word for it is, when you call on the highest energy of all, you are assuring that your energy is protected, safe, and that you are in peace, that you're in a state of love, that nothing from that energy is ever going to guide you off course or steer you into fear or drama. So even if you're stuck, if you're in the middle of a family argument, or you're anxious in traffic, or there's something going on, call on divine energy, and you can just affirm, the presence of the divine is within and around me. The presence of the divine is within and around me. You can repeat that non-stop and make sure that you start to dissipate anxiety and bring calm, peace energy. And that's the space where good things start to happen. But when you're in stress, say you're in the middle of an argument with a family member, or there's some disaster has happened, and you're affirming, oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm thinking the worst case scenarios. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. You're actually, it's like pouring petrol on a fire. You're making the drama, the fear energy, you're feeding it, and you're making it worse for yourself. And that starts to escalate, and it starts to strengthen. You've got to bring calm energy in and make that your highest priority. So calling on the highest energy of all also includes calling on your angels. Your angels are the only guides that you need to call on, because they come direct from divine source. They have never been human for very long, if they manifest as a human to help someone and then they go back. they've never lived a human life. So they're not going through the process of spiritual growth and overcoming things. They have no ego at all. They only come with your highest good in mind. They will never direct you to do something negative or towards something negative, but they will always, if you've made a decision to go towards something negative, they'll always, when you're ready, help you out, but only if you ask them. And this comes with love today. You need to remember that in order for the angels and God to help you, you need to ask. There is such a thing as free will, which means that your free will gives you the option to choose whatever you want in this lifetime. And God and the angels are not allowed to intervene unless it's life and death before your time. But you don't want to test that too often, right? You need to start taking responsibility for yourself and your actions. And part of that is calling on God and the angels to help you. If you insist on staying in a negative state, on complaining and feeling like life is against you and nothing is there for you, then there's nothing much the angels can do to help you, because that's your free will. But as soon as you start saying, okay, I'm ready to welcome in this new energy, and I'm ready to start to meet it halfway. You can't sit in negative self and complain and moan and go, I asked the angels to help me, but they didn't, and I'm giving up now. That's childish, and it's also not going to work for you. Not because God and the angels don't want to help you or are punishing you, but because your energy needs to be aligning with that energy. And you have high energy inside of you, and it's about matching it with that higher energy. So today's challenge is for you to begin to call in on God and the angels, highest spirit, divine spirit, whatever your name for it is, and invite them from right now into every aspect of your life. And you can do that in the morning, at any point in your life, in your day. Even if you've forgotten and it's lunchtime, you can call on them to do that and to come in. So that's your first step. You're getting past your ego's will, which is, I don't need help, I'm independent, I don't need help from God and the angels. Like, that's, it's the rebellious ego spirit that believes that you're separate, that you're alone, that you have to do everything by yourself. And it's from that place that so many problems come about, trying to do things without the divine help. Remember that the angels and the divine do not want to control you. They do not judge you. They're not coming from ego. They only want your highest good. You have a soul contract, a divine purpose, many divine purposes actually, to fulfill in this lifetime. And if you don't get tuned into that higher spirit, which is the same messages you'll get from divine spirit, and the angels will also be the messages that your soul holds inside of you. But if you imagine the angels and the higher spirit coming and amplifying and making sense of everything that you're hearing from your soul, and starting to open up your path and helping you to make sense of the challenges of the past, so that you can get out of that muddy kind of cycle of being stuck in them. Why did that happen to me? Poor me, or I feel too traumatized to move forward. They can lift you out of that. And that was just my little alarm going off to let me know I've got a couple of minutes. So you have to start to gain traction, and you can't do it without the divine spirit. And that is why I'm making this day one of the Spiritual Connection Challenge. So here is a quick prayer for us all, and I will post this later so that you can use it. You can change it a little bit if you want. So this says, in the name of the highest divine spirit. Now, use whatever words that you want. You can say Holy Divine God. You can say the Great Spirit, the Great Creator. In the name of Divine Spirit, I ask for and invite the Holy Divine Angels to escort me, guide me, and guard me today. I particularly ask your help with, and now you can ask their help with whatever you want, whether it's something that you're doing today, something that you want to achieve in your life, making time and space so that you can have meditation time. Just ask for whatever your intentions are. And then I like to add this: align my mind with the divine mind, align my will with divine will, and align my path to match my highest path, only for the highest good of all. And take a big deep breath and say thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want you to imagine that there is this beautiful beam of white light streaming down from above your head and surrounding your body from head to toe. You are completely encased in this white light. It is a stream of light that comes from the divine source above you, and that means you're completely enveloped in this light. You can feel the light going underneath your feet and completely protecting you. And this is impenetrable white light, divine energy. And if you wish, you can start to breathe that light in and imagine it filling up your heart, your mind, your whole body. And it's from that space that you're literally merging with divine spirit. And then what I like to do is to put a strong shield around that light, because white light is super powerful, but it's easily pulled away. So in order for you to feel connected and stay protected throughout your day, put something like, choose violet, dark blue, even a really deep fuchsia pink. Just go with your intuition and surround your energy with that light. And then relax into it. Just kind of feel the support. And you can even start to feel your angels stepping in. And you can say, angels, I ask for your help today. I allow you to intervene in my life. I allow you to guide me. And I promise to listen. I promise to tune in. And don't worry right now, because we'll be covering this in future sessions. Don't worry right now about how you'll hear their messages. It might come as a sign. It might come as a thought. It might come as a vision. But at the moment, just ask. It's so important that you ask, because right now you are surrounded by the highest energy of all. And if there's some negative, low energy stuff, pain going on in your life right now, that is what you need more than anything. You need the light to come in and start to dissolve and dissipate and make space in the darkness. So this is your mission for today. Your spiritual challenge today is to keep working with that light. Let me know in the comments and come back later and let me know how you're feeling. I heard from a client the other day who I'd given this to, and she said she had the best day. Synchronicities flow, doors just opened for her. She felt good about herself. She stopped doing the negative self-talk about, she was beating herself up about how she looked before that, and how her ex had been treating her, and even the money in her bank account. And she'd even received a financial surprise in her bank account, which was some back pay from how something that had happened ages ago that she'd forgotten about. So by inviting the divine light, you are letting this energy in. You're letting what needs to come to you, and you'll get a perception that before now you've been blocking it. So I'm going to leave it there. Natalie, hey, says she's feeling at peace. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lena, Dee, Maya. I'd love to hear from you. So don't send me private messages so much, but put them in the comments. It's really hard for me to get to private messages. I get so many of them. So it's so much easier. I'll read them if they're in the comments. I might not read them if they're in Messenger. See you tomorrow for day 2 of the Spiritual Connection Challenge. And remember to hashtag and tag me if you share it. Lots of love. Have a great day.